Shalom, shalom, shalom. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you may be. So today we're going to be talking about chokeholds in abusive relationships. Chokeholds in abusive relationship. So we start off by defining chokeholds. So chokehold is a tight grip around a person's neck meant to restrain a person by cutting off their airway, cutting off their breathing. And it can actually end up killing a person. Depends on how tight the chokehold is. So abuse in relationship are like chokeholds. So I have what I call it 3 kind of chokeholds. So you have the physical chokeholds, that's when the person is actually holding you, beating you up. Or you have emotional chokeholds. So they may not beat you up physically, but they do things to you that affect your emotions, thereby trying to slowly kill you. They cut off your air, cut off everything. And then you have the spiritual chokehold. So with the spiritual chokehold, that's when they actually, it's more of a spiritual battle than just a physical. And I consider that one of the deadliest kind of chokeholds. So today, we're going to talk about just the physical chokeholds. And in our other series, second and third, we will be talking about the spiritual and the emotional chokeholds. The physical chokehold really is when a person, you beat a person. It could even be the man or the woman. Some women do this, but mostly the man. And so this man, at every turn, they slap the woman, they beat the woman, or kick you, push you down, do whatever. And so this person is probably beaten into submission. They beat them, they lose your self-esteem. You lose. So what really happens is people end up losing their self-esteem, or they get injured, they lose a tooth, legs are broken, swollen faces, bruises, and that's what I consider the physical chokehold. Most women end up, of course, stay with the abuser or go back to the abuser, do whatsoever. But this physical abuse ends up demoralizing people, demoralizing these women who are going through this form of abuse. They lose self-esteem. And self-esteem is one of the most important things that people need to have. When you lose your self-esteem, it's almost like you're dead, because there's just not so much that you can do without having the right self-esteem. You lose out on so many things in life. So chokeholds are very dangerous, especially the physical chokehold. For instance, people have beaten their wives to death. They beat them to death, they shoot them, they use guns. They can't do any other thing. They become so violent. Some people they stab the woman to death. You hear they shot the wife. You hear they beat her, they hit her with something. She collapsed and she never made it. These are all different kinds of physical chokeholds. So I want you, my sister, to be careful about these chokeholds. So when a person starts to hit you or get very physically abusive, you need to find a strategy to deal with this. And so there are so many strategies that you can apply to deal with this. We're not going to deal with the strategies today. But if you are right now, I'm talking to you, if you're right now in an abusive relationship and you're experiencing physical chokeholds, I want you to begin to sit down and begin to think of ways that you can deal with this. I'm not asking you to fight back. I'm asking you to really, really use your wisdom. Talk to people, do something before you get killed. So someone does not come all of a sudden, you think, oh, he's gonna change. And all of a sudden they hit you, you're dead. Only a living person can fight a battle. Only a living woman can be married. Only a living person can have a relationship. So I want to encourage you today. Be smart, be wise, refuse abuse in your relationship, refuse to be in a chokehold. All right, thank you so much for watching. Shalom, shalom, and I hope that you are able to deal with this kind of chokehold in your relationship. Just watch out for our next video that is relating to chokeholds, emotional chokeholds, and you can watch out for us on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Thank you so much for watching. God bless. Shalom.